It's a right stream again. A deeper right stream. A later right stream. I'll try and finish the short story before I go to bed tonight. That's the goal, anyway. Good evening. Good evening. Duolingo always tries to get me in for the late night. Oh, don't you wanna be third place? No. Second place and first place have double my points, and I do about 6-7 lessons a day. No, I don't care, Duolingo. I just don't care. Let me see something. I don't like how this is laid out. It doesn't let you see what I'm writing. Is there a way? Sure, why not? There we go. There. I still wish I could move this around though. Oh well. Hope everyone's having a good night. Like I said earlier, my goal is to finish this short story today. Hope you're all staying perfectly chud. Nothing ever happens. Except writing. It's all existence and just a few little pieces of blackness. Should rain here soon. Shouldn't interrupt me then. Oh well. Can't remember if there's a comma here. We'll see. Everyone's having a wonderful night. This late, it's a horrible thing to be alone. Yeah, I don't like it, but I'll read that back later. See what I think of it then. Yeah, that'll do. Hope everyone's having a good night. Pardon me. I can't remember what he looks like. Eh. Where do I want to take this? I know. How do you spell ensorcel? It's fine. I'll figure it out later. Good evening, good evening. My goal tonight is to finish this short story. Mhm. Hope you're all working on your own projects. Mm. Hmm. Let me look something up. So the theme for Alexander the Great is magic, and like magic tricks specifically. So it's like, is there a form of levitation that's just the magician's clothes? How to levitate like Chris Angel. 14 picks. Magnets in the heels. So stupid. I'm sure it's really impressive, you know, when you see it in person, but explaining it's gay, cringe. Don't explain the magic. I just assume there's a magic trick that's like a magician levitating his clothes. It would be stupid for there not to be a trick of that kind to not exist or anything like that. Yeah, I'm just going to pretend no magician has never done a trick with clothes. That's how I do it. That's how I do it. Excuse me. There's something to be said about having a cast of characters, as a rogues gallery. Dick Tracy killed off a lot of his rogues gallery, which is all right for what it is. Some characters in Batman's rogues gallery really need to be killed. Especially guys like the Joker, maybe the Riddler. Partially because, they kill a lot of people. I don't know if you know this about the Joker. But, yeah. So it's like, I could have killed him, I guess. But frankly, I'd rather, not have to. If I have an idea, so there's different types of horror genres. And even though it's not a big one, stage horror or horror of the theater is a setting. And so I don't want to kill him now because he'll be useful later, but also because he hasn't really crossed the line with the major characters. Depending on the story, there are points where you go, this character crossed the line. For the Joker, it was the murder of Jason Todd, frankly. If he hadn't done that, you could say, that he's at best a prankster. But after that, it really feels like he got more and more crazy as time went on, trying to up himself. Which, a lot of innocent people die. Oh well. I feel asleep. Almost done. I've forgotten the term for these things. Because it's not a bin. Harvest can. This is the hard part about being a writer. Sometimes you just hate the idea of using the wrong terms. Container. Dumpster. Thank goodness. Dumpster. That's the problem with this stuff. Alright, time to do a light edit, and then I'll send it to the guy who's supposed to read it. Nearly done. We'll cut off when I'm finished. Cold air. The secret to editing things is to do with the willingness to take you out and do what's required for the piece. Most people try to look at every little thing. Then I know generally my grammar is correct and my spelling is correct, and if I'm wrong, it'll correct it for me. But it's like, I could improve it by maybe, looking at it, getting a metronome, and setting up the "What up, Carl?" Carl. Do you remember Lady Palas Morocos? You remember her? She's around. And so what you do is you kind of have to take yourself out of it and sort of create, how do I want to put it, like a distance between yourself and the editing project. Like, you'll never do it as well as someone else because you're familiar with the work, and your brain will take shortcuts to not read, essentially. She was in one of the RPG sessions, the murder mystery. She stabbed the Lugaro with you guys. The one where Cordell ticked off that samurai from the Ministry of Sacred Groves, and he sent those assassins after you in the next few sessions. You got stabbed. You should remember that at least. You need to do another session. We just haven't done any. I have the confession, though, Carl. I don't actually remember what you look like, except for like Mediterranean, Greek, and lots of jewels. That's what I remember. Oh, you better believe I remember the samurai. Dude's name was Platonic Force, and he cut through a door. Yeah. You had some lucky rolls with those assassins. Cool. Yeah, it was just me. Took the brunt of it. Who knew the agent had so much blood? This is an episode I'm writing for Sean Russo. Anthony is real busy with some stuff that's happening. I don't know what it is. He keeps talking about this one girl. Might be pretty serious. Might be getting there. I don't know. But I'll lose the incel rage that made him a good writer. It's ruined. She's ruined him for me. Oh. Had so much blood, not anymore. One of the things that I wish he got more use of was fix that for him. Thing is that even though he says I'm keeping his voice, I know there's fundamental differences. Alexander the Mid. He just calls him Alex. Alexander the Great, if you please. GE gets the drop on him. It's really nice. If you remember, I know it's been a few weeks, but Sean Russo's wife, Cynthia, was murdered by a mysterious man, and Sean has been investigating it. The first couple episodes, he investigated his doppelganger. In this one, he's investigating Alexander the Great by good fortune. Then he's I'm going to set up a couple episodes of Blood Money, then some Morgana, or maybe a time travel episode. He has some notes for a kaiju, but I don't know about that. I don't know about the kaiju episode. I'm not doing it. How in the world do these guys have a kaiju and not like just make it? Ooh, I know what I could do. Okay, I got you. I'm hoping you're looking at the screen. No, and that's fine. We'll have an episode up Friday, a one-shot Jim episode called Losing Your Head. Yeah. Yes, I think he'll like it. Uh, Pretty good gym episode. I appreciate your support all these years, by the way, and everything we done. You got it. If it, oh yeah, I did that when I worked for Quick Trip. Late at night, 3 a.m. Even the homeless aren't there. That's right. Then you look outside, you might have seen something in that window. It's the one. I might have a story in the next Fantastic Schools. Yeah, I don't know if you've been following that. I hope you have been. But I wrote a story about Jack Morrow's potential familiar at Roanoke. It is. It's like you gotta imagine it, right? You have, these nice stories about, familiars having adventures. Some might be a little bloody, and then it's like this cat is a Cuisinart on legs, one of those magic bullet blenders. Implication, of course, being that it, ate fairy food when it was a kitten, and now it is the most dangerous cat familiar on earth. Jack Morrow loves the thing. Everyone else views it like the depopulation bomb it is. Yeah. Hopefully I'll make the final cut, but I think I will. Oh yeah, Jaji has been putting in a lot of work. They're also doing one for universities, which I'm kind of doing one for that too. He made his decision entirely on its body count. The only thing it hasn't eaten is a fellow cat. And even then, it kind of, little. Listen, you ever just seen somebody just perfectly proportioned and you go, I need that. No, 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 no. Oh, it's 1 a.m. where I am. I'm going to get punch drunk in a little bit. Well, the benefit of cats is that they let you fall for a certain height without damage. So all the kids have a cat. Uh, can't remember. I don't know, Carl. You're just saying that. You're just saying that because it's the internet. I do like this line. You know the old saying, control, about staring at the abyss? The abyss was staring back, and I thought I wasn't even giving it the side eye. For the university anthology, I might do a thing where Jack hunts a thing by warding it. FBI no bullet. No MK Ultra here, friends. And it's like this burning spirit of fire, and he it starts burning parts of his Ozarks, and he has to use his lessons to sort of hunt it with wards by luring it in and removing its essence. And yeah, it's what's that trying to think? A kind of smothering a flame, not by like dousing it in water, but by removing the oxygen. And it's kind of a meditation on resentment in the. Whereas like the if you do get it, and I'll link it to you guys when it comes out. If you do get the familiar one, besides having it's going to be a legitimate story, of course, but like the theme is going to be like sin that you can't really like that sin of the appetites. So it's like the cat struggles with his appetites, and he has this adventure going on, and he sees other people act on their appetites, and he kind of not like gives his opinion and stuff like that, but like he sees it and he struggles with it himself, um, and it's kind of like like how it's a metaphor for that kind of like appetite struggle. uh, I guess that's the best way to put it. It's interesting stuff because like like what I tell like what I jive pastors with sometimes is like, you've never really preached against gluttony, have you? And there's always usually something worse in a church than gluttony. Gossip, sexual immorality, that sort of thing. But I like joking with it the same. It's kind of like that, right? Anyway. Ooh. All right. I'm gonna send this to Anthony. And hopefully we'll have an episode sooner or later. I'll publish on the subscribe star your the next episode for Jim. I gotta start working on this next one. And by that, I mean I start the dance, the dance of the editor. And by that I mean I start knocking down doors and such. The cat is not fat. The cat has a metabolism that's currently crazy, and it's one of the most active cats on earth. It's entirely like running around constantly. It does have a fat sister though, and she follows him along for a little bit. And the cat, it's like, little brother, you have to take me along. Mom said that we have to take care of each other. No, mom, we weren't familiars then. We were just animals. But mom said, I don't care what mom said. And so like there's these two cats howling. Then one of the students slams open the door. I can understand you, and I'm trying to study for a test. And they're like look at each other like, and run off to have the adventure. Basically, yes, permanent zoomies. And it's like, when you have a 20,000 calorie diet, but also you have perpetual zoomies, like you just got to keep those up. Otherwise, you will starve to death. You'll just. It's not even that someone put the black call on the cat. It's just that you get to just eat forever. All right, Carl, it's been a pleasure. Hope you have a good night shift or whatever you're looking forward to. I'm gonna go to bed and you know go off and wake up in the morning and get myself some delicious milk from a farm. My power increases as I connect more to the land and repair my gut bacteria. Get some bacon.